Hi, llamas. I have another story for us today. But before we do that, I have a few more Zoophonics friends that want to say hi. Letters, letters, letters have names. What is the name of this letter? T, 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 T. T is the name of this letter. All right, we're going to say the sound again. T says, do the motion. T. T says, t. T is the sound of this letter. Let's whisper this time. Letters, letters, letters have names. What is the name of this letter? Ooh, what's the name? N, 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 N. N is the name of this letter. N says N. N says N. N is the sound of this letter. All right, let's be really loud. Letters, letters, letters have names. What is the name of this letter? B, 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 B. B is the name of this letter. Now let's say the sound. B says B. B says B. B is the sound of this letter. All right, last one. Letters, letters, letters have names. What is the name of this letter? I, I, I. I is the name of this letter. I says it. I says it. It is the sound of this letter. All right, thank you for doing the letters with me today. Today I have one of my favorite books. It is dun dun dun, Pete the Cat. The title of my story is Pete the Cat and his 4 groovy buttons. 4. Show me 4. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. With permission from Scholastics and the author, Eric Litwin, I am able to read this book to you guys today. A book has a front, pages, and a spine. A book has a back, just like mine. A book has a, what's that called that writes all the words? Oh, yeah, an author who writes all the words. And the illustrator, what does the illustrator do again? Look at, the illustrator draws the pictures of what we've heard. Sit quiet and get ready to listen and look. I'm about to start reading a really great book. The title of my story again is Pete the Cat and his 4 groovy buttons. Before we get started, let's count how many words are in our title. Count them with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Our title has 8 words. Can you show me 8? What does 8 look like on our fingers? 1 whole hand and 3 on the other. 8. All right, I'm going to get ready to start reading. This book is so funny. I love it. It's one of my favorites about Pete the Cat. And I'll show you the pictures in just a second. Pete the Cat put on his favorite shirt with 4 big, colorful, round, groovy buttons. He loved his buttons so much, he sang this song. I want you guys to help me sing this song. My buttons, my buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. My buttons, my buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no! One of the buttons popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? Ooh, so we started with 4. 1 rolled away. How many are left? Look! 3. 4 minus 1 equals 3. Look, he only has 1, 2, 3. 3 buttons left. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. Ooh, now his song goes, my buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. Pop. Oh no! Another button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? Look at the number. 2. 3 minus 1 equals 2. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept singing his song. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no! Another button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? There's the number. 1. 2 minus 1 equals 1. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My button, my 1 groovy button. My button, my 1 groovy button. Pop! Oh no! The last button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? 0. 1 minus 1 equals 0. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. Pete looked down at his buttonless shirt, and what do you think he saw? What do you think he saw? Before I show you the page, make a prediction. He saw his belly button. And he kept on singing his song. My button, still have my belly button. My button, still have my belly button. It's all good. I guess it simply goes to show that stuff will come and stuff will go. But do we cry? Goodness, no. We keep on singing. Buttons come and buttons go. Thank you for listening to my story. Bye, llamas. Miss you.